This video is a small section of the podcast with our special guest. If this topic interests you, you must watch the full podcast by clicking the link in the description below. You will definitely enjoy the conversation. So let's begin.
India's history was always influenced by Tantra. And it will continue to influence the history of Tantra. That's what I want to make this point very clear. So during the Gupta Empire, the most famous of them was Chandragupta II. We call him Vikramaditya. Mm-hmm. He may be the legendary Vikramaditya or the historical Vikramaditya. We call him Chandragupta II. We call him Vikramaditya. Vikramaditya is supposed to be the king of kings, Chakravarti. Mm-hmm. Vikramaditya was a king who was very much into Sri Kula, worship of Sri. Mm-hmm. There is a Sri Chakra worship by him also. So he worshipped or invoked Sri. Sri also means wealth, which is supposed to be the golden era in Indian history. I think you might have learned it in schools. Yes. Which is the golden epoch in Indian history. People will say that it was the Gupta Empire.
We learned only 2 lines about it.
Yeah. It was the most prosperous age in India's history. We amassed wealth. Fahian, a Chinese traveler, traveled to India. He wrote a lot about India during the Gupta Empire. His writings inspired travels all over the world to travel to India. Later, when you see Huan Sang coming, when look at Marco Polo, so many people, travelers, who fascinated by the writings of Fahian. Because when he reached India, it was all flourished with knowledge, power, wealth and everything. But after Vikramaditya, we can see a diminishing trend of Indian kings and kingdoms. Mm-hmm. What you can see after Vikramaditya, we can see Harshavardhana coming into the power. And Huan Sang coming to visit India, learning from Fahian. India is a great place to live. But Huan Sang was robbed by people in India. It was not as nice as Fahian wrote. Harsha was limited to north of India only by the powerful king Pulikesi in the south. Yes. And India was literally divided into 2. Narmada Treaty was there. Beyond Narmada, Harsha was not allowed to enter by Pulikesi. India was literally divided into 2. That was the first division happened in India as a nation. So, when you look at Vikramaditya, he is called as Chakravarti. There's a name. We call emperors Chakravarti, Ashoka Chakravarti, Vikramaditya Chakravarti. The real meaning of Chakravarti is that the one who resides in Chakra. Here the chakra is Sri Chakra. Mm-hmm. Here the chakra is Sri Chakra. So he resided in Sri Chakra, which means he was a practitioner of Sri Vidya. And that was the period where India flourished with Sri Kula. And after that, after Harsha's period, you know what happened in history. We fell into the arms of invaders. Turks attacked us. Huns attacked us. Kushans attacked us. Kushan attack was successfully prevented by Vikramaditya earlier. Shakas. He is called as Shaka Ari Vikramaditya. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of things happened in India after that. And it culminated in the most monstrous power in the history, that is British. And it started ruling India. We lost our sovereignty. The loss of sovereignty comes with the lack of sadhana. Okay. Because sadhana, when you were talking about Pashutva and Veeratva, Devi is called as Viyat Prasu. She gives birth to Veeras, warriors. If she is not invoked, we cannot be a warrior. So the sadhana was lost. And what happened was, we lost our agility, prowess to fight back, to get our sovereignty back. And what was the result? If you lose your agility, if you lose your valor, Anyone can rob you, right?
Yes.
Britishers robbed us. And it was the loot of our economy. Dadabhai Navroji writes about poverty and un-British rule in India. We were literally robbed by Britishers. Before Britishers came, it was said that 27% of the world GDP was contributed by India. By the time British left, it was only 1%. That much wealth was looted within a span of 200 years. And that was a period yogis decided to invoke power. Vikramaditya invoked wealth, and we lost power and we lost wealth. So in order to bring back the wealth and in order to protect India, Bharata, yogis tried to invoke or decided to invoke Kali.
Hope you enjoyed the conversation. To watch the full podcast, click the link in the description below.